sleek designs, very clean, not too much branding. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the Scramble BJJ Gi Athlite we have sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking about all of its features, why buy this gi over other BJJ gis that we have for sale here, and at the end I'm going to put together a short montage of people training in Scramble Stuff. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 36 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 19 years. If you like this video, click the little icon down below, subscribe to our channel and get all the latest videos on all of the products we have here for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the Scramble Athlite gi we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So in the UK, we're absolutely blessed to have some really top-end BJJ brands. So brands like Tatami, Scramble and Progress, all in the UK, all really close. So we've got a really good pool of kit for people to be able to choose from. At Enso we stock Scramble and Progress, so it's brilliant to have both of those brands here at Enso Martial Arts. Scramble have been producing stuff for years, and this Athlite gi is on its 6th version now, and Scramble are really known for producing really sleek designs, you know, very clean, not too much branding. Even the branding that they do have is usually stitched on, so if you wanted it even cleaner you could. And what they do tend to do is that they sell patches separately, so if you did want to cover them in patches yourself, you could do that. But Scramble, you know, if you're buying Scramble, you're probably buying it for the fact that it is a really clean design and they just have some subtle branding over it. And this Athlite gi is absolutely no exception of that. It's kind of incorporates all of what Scramble is all about. So having the Athlite in is absolutely brilliant. Also, Enso, we stock Progress now as well, so we have the academies and foundations in, which is absolutely brilliant. So we've got a really good selection, different brands of BJJ gear. So for someone looking at this gi, probably wouldn't be able to tell a huge amount of difference from that and the standard issue gi. Like, what is it? What makes this different? Well, if you go to pick it up, actually for a BJJ gi, it feels pretty lightweight. And Scramble have made this as a competition gi. So competition gis can be like a bit tougher because you want them tough and strong, but they've gone for a lightweight version. You know, loads of benefits to having lightweight gis. Judo does it as well. Their sort of competition gis do tend to be lighter, and it's so you don't get as hot. There's not so much material. You can't kind of wrap a really heavy gi around someone. They're like gone impossible to grip. So they've gone for a really nice, lightweight, sleek competition gi. Now, does this mean that it, like, being lightweight means it's weak? Absolutely not. Scramble have thought about that and they've gone for really tough materials. If you have a look at it, you can see like 5 rows of stitching, extra bits of material reinforced along here. This reinforcement bar along the bottom here is the same material as the trousers, which is almost like a cross or square kind of design into the material. It'll make sense when you see it, which gives it loads of extra reinforcement. So they've reinforced a kind of trouser strip along the bottom to make that bottom really strong. Also extra reinforcements around here, as you'd expect on all decent BJJ gis, but on the list lapel this side they've got an extra bar of reinforcements on that bit that people tend to grab, but you don't need it on that side, so it keeps the weight down, because that's the exposed side, so that's the one that nearly always gets the grips. One on that side and then maybe one around the top, so that's where they've reinforced it. So they've thought a lot about it. On the ends as well, there's 4 rows of stitching, really nice reinforced, thick, with the nice green band, but thick again, the trouser material on the inside of those sleeves. So all the kind of stress points, they've gone for extra reinforcing, but they've kept it a nice lightweight gi for competition. Now, as you'd expect with the trousers, I've kind of rambled a bit about that material, but they have got extra knee reinforcements in. Again, as you'd expect off all good BJJ gis, you don't want to be ripping out those knees anytime soon and kind of destroying a gi. Scramble's definitely thought about that. Now, like I said earlier, this is the 6th generation of this gi. So Scramble's always had an Athlite, and they've kind of, each time they've tried to improve it, tweaking it, changing it. Still very classic BJJ gi, but they've just sort of tweaked those ones. So if you had an Athlite before, you'd probably be able to see the differences through the gi, but because you've got to stick to those like very clear standards, there's not a whole lot of changes. A bit like iPhone changes, I think. Now, currently at Enso, we do the white colour and we do the blue colour. There is also a black. We can get the black, and we are thinking that we're going to stock that in the future. If you did want to get one of those off us, just give us a call and we'll get one in for you, no problem. Just call us up, give us an email, and we'll sort that out. But currently in stock, we've got the A0s all the way up to A3s in the white and the blue. Now, for some unknown reason, and I have talked about this as well on previous videos, the sizing of gis, this kind of A1, A0 sizing thing, is completely different to all other martial arts sizing. It's only BJJ gis that do this. A, I guess, stands for adult, and kind of it's a small, medium, large XL, kind of from a 0 to an A3, and then double XLs for A4s, etc. It's a pretty rough sizing, but it kind of makes sense, and it also does come down to what style people like. Some people like really, really small gis, really up high, so there's hardly anything to be pulled, like can be used against them in a way. Other people like them quite loose, almost if they've had a judo background, they kind of quite like a nice big baggy gi. So there are some people that could fit in an A1 or an A2 and they can get away with that. Definitely check out the chart sizes on the website. If you're really not sure, give us a call or an email. If you can, the ideal is to come down to the shop and you can try them on. That's what we're here for. High street shop, you can just come in and you can try them on and make sure you get the perfect fit for you. If you're buying online, it's always a bit of a guessing game. All gis do fit slightly different, so if you've had a different brand, different size before, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to fit, but as a general rule, if you're usually an A2 will do you. So it's worth noting that Scramble gis don't come with belts. As it's competition gi, the assumption would be that you wouldn't need a belt anyway, but as a general rule, no Scramble gis come with a belt, so you would need to think about getting a belt as well if you don't have one already. But like I said, competition gis in general across the board, karate, judo, etc, none of those tend to have belts anyway. If you don't know this already, if you do, I'm sorry for teaching you to suck eggs, but white gis do stain, so if you're going to wash it with other things, it's a high likely chance that it's going to end up being that colour. So wash the gis on their own, you know, keep them the colour are. They look much better like this than kind of slightly pink from a rogue red sock. The best way to dry these is in direct sunlight. The sunlight kills all the bacteria and keeps it smelling nice and fresh. If it is going to dry really slowly, because the pearls are still pretty thick, it's going to stink. So, and you want to keep all that bacteria away from the mat as much as possible. So keep it washed on its own, wash it after every session if you can, dry it in sunlight as much as you can, and you're going to have a fresh white gi for as long as possible. With the blues, obviously it doesn't matter if the colour changes slightly, but again, they're still going to harbour bacteria if you don't keep them nice and washed and dried. Drying them in sunlight is definitely the best way to go for BJJ gis. So that's it, that's everything I've got to say about the Scramble Athlite gi. I hope it was useful. As promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people training in Scramble Stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learnt loads about the Scramble Athlite gi we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. If you like this video, we'd really appreciate subscribe to the channel. you'll get all the latest videos on all of the products we have here for sale at Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.